ahead and get started in today's triple threat. So arms coming up and down into that nice shoulder stretch. Forget how close I can have it when I'm up here. There we go. And then we will go ahead and swing those arms left to right, squeezing those shoulder blades back. You can get in that little step, even a little bit of a neck stretch if it's feeling a little tight. And then we'll go ahead and stop our feet outside of those hips. We're going to come straight down into that hamstring stretch. Bring it down, touching your toes, legs nice and straight. Pull in the back of your legs. And then let's bring it down. Nice deep squat, hands up. Push those knees out with your elbows. Open up those hips. And then we'll bring our arms overhead to stand back up and repeat. Bend it over, touch those toes, keep the legs nice and straight. Stretching our hamstring. And then we're going to bring it down nice and low, hands up, knees out, hips opening. And then arms overhead, standing up one more time. We are touching our toes, really getting that last stretch in for those hamstrings. And then bring it down nice and low. And then we will go ahead, stand on up. And we're going to step it back into our reverse lunge. Bring that knee up, nice little hug. And then we'll drop it down and switch legs, bringing it up, hugging that knee nice and tight to the chest. Making sure as you step it back, no knees are caving in, lower back stopping right before it touches the ground. We'll go ahead and do one more each leg, bringing it back, coming up, nice little hug, and then switching legs last time. Coming up, good hug, go ahead and release. That is our warm up. So we will go ahead and get started. As always, starting with our strength circuit, we have 3 exercises. We're going to do a shoulder tap jack to a push-up. So in that high plank position, as you jump both feet out, you're bringing one hand up to that opposite shoulder. As you place it back down, jumping those feet back in, and then switching sides. You're going to do one on each side, so tapping each shoulder once, and then bring it down into a push-up, and then back up to repeat. Second exercise, we're going to do a staggered Romanian deadlift. That means one foot flat, the other on its toes, with that front leg having that slight bend in its knee. We're going to bring it straight down, hinging at our hips, back nice and straight, chest parallel to the ground. And then as you power up, curling your arms up, stepping forward into a forward lunge. We're going to jump it once to switch sides, and then step back to repeat that staggered deadlift on that opposite leg. And then our third and final exercise for strength. We are on our stomach, arms and legs extended. We are bringing our arms up, rowing it back, coming straight, bringing to our sides, and then coming up for that T. So Superman row, out to the sides, to the T. As always, eyes looking down, neck nice and neutral, lifting up those shoulders and head as far as you can. But we will go ahead and start with one shoulder tap jack on each side into that push-up. Our timing, we have 3 rounds. 3 rounds. Let me pull up the timer. 1 set per exercise. First round, 35 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest. Second round, 40 and 20, and then third, 45 and 25. So we will go ahead and get started. Shoulder tap jacks, 2 push-up in 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and start. Then bringing it down into that push-up. As always, leading with your chest and not your forehead. ...20 more seconds, and then we'll stand on up for that deadlift to that forward jump lunge. Five more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and rest. Let's stand it on up. If you have a weight, feel free to hold it in your hands. We have one foot flat, one on its toe, legs slightly bent, bringing it down. 3, 2, 1. Hinge it over. As you power up, curling those arms up, stepping forward, switching that jump lunge, and then you're stepping that foot back to switch sides for that Romanian deadlift. We have a little over 10 seconds, and then we're gonna bring it back to the floor for Superman to those tees. Go ahead and rest. Bring it down to your stomach, arms and legs extended. We're gonna bring it up, row it, and then out to the sides. 3, 2, 1, up, row, extend it, come out 90 degrees, bring it up for those tees. Making sure as you come up into those tees, trying to lift your head up, squeezing those shoulder blades back. 10 more seconds. Go ahead and rest. We can stay on the ground though, because we're coming back to shoulder tap jacks, to those push-ups. Getting started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees up. Tap those shoulders, one on each side, then bring it down into that push-up. We are into our second round. So 5 seconds work and rest time, equaling 40 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest. Three, 2, 1, bring it up. Let's stand on up. Staggered Romanian deadlift to that jump lunge. If you have a weight, feel free to hold it in your hands. That front leg nice and flat, slight bend in that knee, hinging over in 3, 2, 1. Bend it over, back nice and straight, and curl those arms up. Step that foot forward into that lunge, jump it up, switch the legs, then step it back to repeat. Halfway. Go ahead and rest. We're coming back down to the floor. Superman row to those tees. We're gonna bring it up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Arms up, row it back, then bring it out to those sides. Squeeze those shoulder blades. Keep those eyes looking down, nice and neutral. We have 10 more seconds. Go ahead and rest. Staying on the ground, our last round, 45 seconds of work, 25 seconds of rest. shoulder tap jack to those push-ups. We are coming into position. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees are up. Tap it out, one on each, then down into that push-up. Last time we were doing this exercise, more than halfway, a little over 15 seconds to go. Three, two, one. We will bring it up. Ooh, that staggered Romanian deadlift to that forward jump lunge. So 1 foot flat, the other foot on the toe behind, slight bend in that knee, shoulder blades back. We are hinging over, back straight. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down, chest parallel. You're powering up, curling it up, stepping forward. Switch those legs, and then step it back to repeat. Try and keep that back nice and straight. Don't let those knees cave in. Less than 20 seconds. Five more. Go ahead and rest. Our last set in this strength circuit, on the ground, on our stomachs. Superman row to those T's, arms extended. We're bringing them up, eyes looking down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up, row it, bring it out to the side. Squeeze those shoulder blades back. Lift your chest off the ground as far as you can. Our last set, and then we get a nice long 60 seconds as we transition into cardio. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and rest. Whew. Grab some water, towel off if you need to. We are moving on to core. So as always, as you catch your breath, I'm going to demo. We have dancer squats. So coming down into that squat, you're coming up, bringing 1 foot onto its heel, back down, switching sides. Nice little hop. Second exercise, we are doing side to side jump squat burpee. So coming down to that burpee, chest to the floor, coming up, jumping into the side, landing in that squat, jump it back, down to that burpee, bring it back up, and this time jumping that squat to the other side. So each time you come back to the middle, that is when you will do a burpee. And then our third and final exercise, we have a tricep dip to crab toe touch. So arms extended, bending it slightly till just before your butt touches the ground, and then kicking each leg up, tap it with that opposite hand into that crab toe touch. But we're gonna get started with that dancer squat. So make sure you're standing. We are gonna bring it up, feet shoulder width. Again, you're coming down into a squat, hop it up, one leg's coming straight onto its heel, coming back down, switching sides. We are getting started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down, kick it up, and then we're switching sides. Nice little hop as you come up into that squat. That first round being 35 seconds. And then we're going to come into those side-to-side jump squat burpees. 2, 1, go ahead and rest. We're going to drop it down into a burpee, and then we're going to jump it to the left, land in that squat. Every time you come in the middle, that's when you do a burpee. In 3, 2, 1, hands down, chest to the floor. We're coming up, jump into the left, landing in that squat. Jump back middle, down into a burpee, and then we're jumping to the right, land in that squat, back middle, down to that burpee. Once you've gotten the hang of it, move at whatever pace you need to. Go ahead and rest. We are going to come down to the ground, tricep dip to crab toe touch. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, butts off the ground, dip it down, extend each leg up. Make sure you have that balance. We have 5 seconds. Go ahead and rest. We're going to stand back up, starting round 2. Back to those dancer squats. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down into that squat. Jump it up, 1 foot, leg extended, heel down, toe up, and then you're switching sides. We're adding 5 seconds to this work and rest time in round 2. So 40 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest. As you come down into that squat, don't let those knees cave in. 5 more seconds. Go ahead and rest. Whew, it's burpee time. We're gonna bring it down and then jump it to the side, landing in that squat. Every time you hit the middle, it's when you do a burpee. We're gonna start with the burpee. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands down, chest to the ground, bring it up, jump to the left, land in that squat, bring it back middle, back down, and then we're jumping to the right. Fifteen more seconds. Five more. Go ahead and rest. Bring it to the floor. Sitting on our bottoms. Tricep dip to our crab toe touch. Whew. Bringing our butts off the ground. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We are up. Bend those arms into that dip. And then you're alternating, extending that leg in the air, tapping it with the opposite hand, making sure you have that balance. Fifteen more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and rest. We're gonna stand it on up. Third and final round, starting with those dancer squats. 45 seconds of work, 25 seconds of rest in 7 seconds. We're up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down, hop it up, toe in the air, heel down, leg straight, and then switching sides. Coming full down into that squat, pushing your butt back, knees being pushed out. Try and maintain that same pace. We still have a little over 14 seconds. Three, 2, 1, go ahead and rest. Our burpees. We're gonna start with that burpee, and then we're gonna jump it to the left, landing in that squat each time. Catch your breath. We're bringing it down. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands down. Bring it up. Jump it over. Bring it back. Down into that burpee again. And then now we're jumping to the right. Last time we're doing this. Ten more seconds. Go ahead and rest. Let's bring it to the floor. Grab some water if you need to. We have our tricep dips. To the crab toe touch. 10 seconds. We're in positions, butts off the ground. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it off. Bend those arms. Twenty-five more seconds. Ten more, and then our nice long break. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and rest. Whew. Grab some water, but stay on the ground because we have core, our final circuit. We are going to be doing an alternating bicycle into a cocoon. So you can either keep your feet on the ground, or if you want to challenge, you can have your feet up. But we're going to bring our knee to opposite elbow once, then bring it in for a double crunch, back out, switch sides into that knee to elbow. Whew. Then our second exercise, legs up, keeping them straight. We are just lifting our shoulders off the ground into that toe touch. And then our third and final exercise, cross body V up. So laying on the ground, arms and legs extended. We're sitting on up, bringing our hand to our opposite foot. But we're gonna get started. So alternating bicycles. Again, knee to opposite elbow, extend it out, and then you're crunching both knees and the elbow in, extending back out, and then again, knee to elbow. So that double crunch should come in between each bicycle. Whew. Go ahead, lay on your backs. We are gonna get started in 3, 2, one. Go ahead and start. Again, if you want to, added challenge, you can keep both feet in the air the entire time. Ten more seconds. Go ahead and rest. We have our toe touches. If you want to hold onto a weight in your hands while we do this, you can, but you're going to have your legs extended in the air and then just bringing those shoulder blades off the ground. 2, 1, lift it up, reaching those hands for those toes, both shoulder blades lifting off the ground with each crunch, focusing on our upper abdominal muscles. We have 15 more seconds. Three, two, one. Go ahead, leg it back down, arms and legs extended, cross body V up. We're gonna bring our backs completely off the ground, hands at opposite foot, in. 3, 2, 1, sitting up. Fifteen more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and rest. We are starting back. Round 2, exercise 1. Alternating bicycle to that double crunch. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knee to elbow, extend out, double crunch both in, and then switch that knee to elbow. 40 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest. Less than 10. Go ahead and rest. We're going to kick those legs up, toe touch with the weight if you have one. Otherwise, body weight, shoulder blades coming off the ground as we reach our fingers to our toes. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift it up. We have less than 15 seconds to go. Go ahead and rest. Extend those legs back out. Cross body V-ups. We're going to bring our backs completely off the ground. Hand to that opposite foot. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sit on up. Keep that leg as straight as you can. 10 more seconds, and then we'll be down to our last round for the entire workout. Go ahead and rest. Our last round, one set for each exercise, starting with that alternating bicycle to double crunch. 45 seconds each. We are getting started. Hands by our heads. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and start. Ten more seconds. Go ahead and rest. 2 more sets to go. We're bringing our legs up for this toe touch. Shoulder blades coming off the ground as our fingers reach our feet. 10 seconds. Bringing those legs straight in the air. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Try to keep that chin off your chest. Just 15 more seconds. Go ahead and rest, and let's extend those legs out. Our final set, 45 seconds, cross body V-ups. Backs coming completely off the ground. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Our final set, a little over 20 seconds to go. Three, 2, 1. Go ahead and rest. Whew. Grab some water. Towel off if you need to. Catch your breath. Let me see how much time I have left. Okay, we can get into a little bit of stretching before this next class gets started. So, let me grab a quick sip of water, actually. And we will go ahead, get started seated. Place our left hand on our right knee, our right hand behind our back, and we're just gonna turn and look out over our right shoulder. Focusing on that breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. And then let's go ahead and switch sides. Right hand on the left knee, looking over our left shoulder, keeping that back nice and straight. Three, 2, 1. Bring it back forward. We're going to place both our hands in front of us and just slide them as far forward as we can, lowering down, chin to chest, opening up our back. And then we're going to walk our hands over towards the right. And then let's walk our hand over to the left. Bring it back center and slide those hands back in. We're going to come up onto our hands into a quadruped position. We will step that left foot forward, lean it into that hip flexor. And then we will push our hips back, extending that left leg, folding forward into that hamstring stretch. We will go ahead, push our hips back, bending that left leg. We're going to place our arm up on that knee and kick that right foot up in the air. And then we're going to hold onto it, onto the ankle, not the toes, into this quad stretch. Feeling that through your right quad, front of the thigh. And then we'll slowly release that foot back down, hands back onto the floor, step that left foot back, and let's step the right foot forward, leaning into this left hip flexor. Let's go ahead, push the hips back, extending that right leg, fold it forward, chin to chest. Feel that pull back of your hamstrings. And then we will push the hips back, bending that right leg, coming up into that half kneel, right arm on that right thigh. And then we're taking that left foot up, holding on to this foot, or the ankle, not the foot, into this quad stretch. Let's go ahead and release that foot back down, hands to the floor, step that foot back. We are going to keep the hips up and push those hands forward, dropping our forehead to the floor, arms extended, palms on the ground, and we are just melting our chest into the floor, stretching out our upper chest and shoulders. Pick that forehead up, slide the hands back into quadruped position, and then we're going to come up on the toes into that downward dog. We will place both heels onto the ground, stretching out your calves, push your shoulders back if you need that little deeper stretch. So you should be feeling this in both of your calves. And then we will go ahead and slowly walk our hands back to our feet. Nice little forward fold. Gonna take our hands, bringing them behind the back, interlock those fingers, and then pull them up to stretch out your shoulders one last time. 3, 2, 1. Bring the hands back down, unlock them, place them to the floor. We're going to inhale up in 3, 2, 1. Inhale up, reaching that right hand onto your left wrist. We're going to lean it over towards the right. We're going to bring it down to our feet nice and slowly in 3, 2, 1. Slowly bring it down towards the feet. Release your hands. And we're going to inhale back up in 3, 2, 1. Inhale up. This time, left hand on the right wrist, leaning over towards the left. Again, we're going to bring it down to our feet nice and slowly. 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. And then release the fingers. Try to touch the ground if you can. One final hamstring stretch. And then we're going to inhale up, reaching all the way for the sky. 3, 2, 1. Inhale up. Exhale back down. We have one final inhale. 3, 2, 1. Inhale up. And then exhale back down. And when you're ready, slowly roll up. And that is all I have for class today. Hope you enjoyed. As always, I'll stick around if you have any questions, comments, or feedback.